Appreciate you guys tuning in. Over the past couple of weeks, we've been doing a series called 2024 Seasonal Head Hunt. And essentially what we're trying to do is find the perfect broadhead for me for whitetail season this year, 2024. So today we're gonna be checking out the Megameat by G5. I shoot a 60-pound RVX 32 by Prime, same people that make these broadheads. Now I'm probably gonna crank that up to 65 or 70. Considering I'm at 28 inches, which is on the lower side of draw length, I'm always, no matter what, kind of shooting on the lower end of the spectrum as far as speed goes. So before I started this series of me basically testing out all these broadheads to see what I wanted to use this year. The thing about the Megameat that I've always liked, if these don't deploy, you're still gonna get a decent wound. It's got a 2-inch cutting diameter and it's made out of stainless steel. I believe these are made here in America, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, these are the 100 grains. I think they come in 100, 125, pretty standard. They're rear deploying, so they slide back. So as they're deploying, they're actually slicing as they're going through the cavity of the animal. They have these little blue snap lock collars. They have an all steel sharpened tip. And anybody who's ever watched Bone Collector, or those guys push these Megameats. I think they're sponsored by G5, but this is what they shoot. So let's get these things out of the package. I'll show you what comes in the package, and then we'll go from there. We got a broadhead attached to an arrow, and we got the practice tip. So these come with a practice tip, which, as you've seen in my last video with the creatures, I do not recommend just shooting the practice tip. Always shoot the broadhead. I've actually never really had that problem before, and last week convinced me to never ever rely on a practice head. If you have a practice head and you find out it shoots great, awesome, but you always want to shoot this a couple of times at least into a target or something. So the way this works, essentially each one of these blades here snap. You'll notice there's a little place here where the blades, if you look at the blade, they have a cutout here. That cutout, basically these slide. See, each one of these slides. So when you shoot your deer and whenever it hits the hide, the blades pop out of this blue collar here and go into deployed mode. And since the arrow is pushing this blue collar up, they have nowhere to go. So essentially it turns it into a big version of a regular broadhead, like a Muzzy or something. I mean, and each one of these blades are like 1.5 inches, 2 inch long. I mean, they are just, this is a stupid, nasty broadhead. I mean, this thing fully deployed. I mean, look at this, man. That is a lot of cutting power right there, man. And these blades are so sharp, man. I mean, they are so sharp. So basically, to put it back on the collar, you just push it up, and I just grab it by the sides here. I have cut myself on these before, and you just basically just snap them back in there. Pretty simple. And this chisel tip right here, it's not like most chisel tip. This alone, without the broadhead, would kill a deer. No doubt about it. I mean, this thing will go straight through a deer. As you can tell, I'm pretty excited about this broadhead. Still haven't decided yet, and we're gonna test probably 5 to 10 more broadheads out. But let's take a look at the practice head here. It's essentially the ferrule with no blades, and it weighs 100 grains. In my opinion, I don't understand why this would allow you, I mean, you might as well just shoot a field point. I mean, look at it. Just to tell you right off the rip, the only thing that I'm worried about is durability. So let's get everything set up and let's start testing this bad boy out. So we're at 40. We're gonna shoot the field point first, then the Megameat practice head, then the Megameat. If they're within 3 to 4 inches of each other, that's good. Felt good. All right. I have a feeling I'm not gonna be able to get that Megameat out. I didn't think about that. I'm assuming this is the Megameat practice tip. I felt it shoot low. That's the field point. Yep. And then here is the Megameat, which I don't think we're gonna be able to get out. Yep, pulled the tip out. Well, they were within 2 inches of each other. That means I don't need to shoot it at 30. Let's go on to the Ballistics gel. That's my first time shooting today. We're gonna call that good. I wanna mention though, it did sound like the broadhead may have came open in flight because it had like almost a whistle sound to it. I'm not sure about that, but it did sound like that, but I could be wrong. Anyway, let's shoot it into gel. The wound channel is where this thing shines, I'm telling you. All right, so we are at about, I don't know, 10, 12 yards. This is a used block. We shot the creature. What else do we shoot into it? The Nuri. So it's been shot a couple times, but there's still some space on the outer parts, and I got to order the molding that you use to get these ready again. So I got a crock pot, but you gotta use a certain molding. I could put it in something else, but I just want to do it the way they say to do it on the website on Clear Ballistics. Megameat into 10% FBI grade gel block. Did I smoke it? I don't want to hit my bag, bro. That's it. You know, that bag's expensive. Doesn't look like it completely opened. And that's going through cardboard. Let's take this off. I'm getting fingerprints all over my block. See, I mean, look at that. I mean, it is a nasty, nasty wound channel, man. I don't know, man. I was expecting more than that. It didn't open like I thought it would. It seems like it tried right there. Like it tried, and then it kind of... I don't know, man. It's definitely an awesome head, but let's see what happens when we go to... I don't know if we can pull this thing out. Can we? Oof. Yeah. We may have to cut that out. Yeah, we ain't pulling that out. I mean, look at that. Yeah, you ain't pulling that out. We'll have to cut that out when we go to cut it up and recook it. 9 inches for the Megameat. I will be honest, to me that's a little bit of a negative, but I don't like that it didn't open, it didn't fully deploy. Now, like I said, I'm shooting 60 pounds, 27.5, 28 inch draw length. Maybe I just don't have enough oomph behind it to make it deploy, but I did just see Chris B shoot one in a video he just released. He shot the dead meat with a heavy arrow. This is a light arrow. You know he's probably shooting 70, 80 pounds. And same thing. So I don't know, man. I just mixed emotions about it. So anyway, let's get another let's get a fresh broadhead. Let's test for deflection. We are, I don't know, 10 yards, and essentially I'm going to shoot a little higher. You see where the Nuri, that's where we shot the Nuri. So I'm going to shoot about 1 inch or 2 above that. If it bounces off and goes to the right and hits the turkey, that means the broadhead has a lot of deflection. If it goes through the wood into the target on the left side of it, that's good. That means it has less deflection. And this is going to help test the durability, because we're going to take the same broadhead, if possible, and shoot it through metal. Let's get a little more. We're pretty much almost flat with it. It deflected for sure. It didn't even, it basically just scratched it here. It didn't go through on the other side at all. Let's see what the broadhead looks like. Yep, lost that one too. I think I'll pass on the blue glue from now on. Maybe I just didn't use enough, I don't know, but we are spending some money, boy. What was that, 3 we've lost? This has definitely changed my mind a little bit on the Megameat, which was my favorite broadhead. Now, I'm not saying it's bad or nothing. I mean, it's just, do I want to shoot this over a fixed blade? I don't know, man. I mean, we just seen a couple of issues right there, and our test is working pretty good. I mean, it's simple and easy to do, and it's definitely redneck testing, but it seems to be telling us what we need to know. Redneck test 4. Let's see if we can, hopefully, I put that, that's actually the high roller target, so I kind of had to fix it up a little, but let's see if we can get this thing in there and actually get the broadhead out. That's the softest target in the center. So here we go, Megameat. Let's see how it does through metal. I mean, look at that though. God, dog. Well, the hole is disgusting. No doubt about that. It's an absolutely disgusting hole. But the broadhead itself is pretty dinged up, but you know, it's nicked up for sure. The blades are bent. You know, the ferrule's all right. No problem with the ferrule. You could just replace the blades. I mean, is this gonna keep me from shooting the Megameat? Nah. No, I would definitely still take this thing in the woods. And if you shoot a deer with it, it's done. It's not like the Broadhead failed me or nothing, but the fact that it didn't open up in the gel block makes me think something with my setup just doesn't sync up with it very well. Maybe I don't have enough power. Maybe my arrow's not heavy enough. I don't know. I need to get Chase over here from Stained Arrow and have him do it because he shoots 80 pounds at like 320 feet per second. I bet that'll open it. As far as the deflection, you know, the wound channel on the Ballistics gel, obviously insane. You can see right here with the shooting it through this metal tin here, which went through 2 pieces of metal. Absolutely insane wound channel. Flight was fine out to 40 yards. You know, you got a 3-inch difference, perfectly fine, nothing wrong with flight. This is a mechanical, that's what you get with a mechanical. Deflection, it didn't do very well with the deflection, and with this ferrule, that actually surprised me. I thought this thing was going straight through that wood. And then as far as durability, we just saw, you know, this thing is not, it's just, you know what you're getting when you buy a mechanical like this with these thin blades. I mean, that's just part of it. You know, you sacrifice, it's always a little give and take. But if y'all found this informative or if y'all got anything out of it, please subscribe, click the bell notification so that when I do put out videos, it'll pop up in your feed. Click the like button, that's gonna help me with analytics. Anything y'all can do, man, click all the buttons, man, it helps me out. Small YouTube channel, trying to get it rolling. I really appreciate everything for all my subscribers and the people that watch my videos every week. Man, I'm really grateful. Thank you so much. As always, God bless you all. Take care. Until next time. Thank you so much.